what I tell our players is, you need that high energy on every play out there. And as we talk about the football play all the time, and the next play, and playing your best play the next play. And so a lot of those things were good. We did some conditioning at the end that was not the discipline that we needed at the end, but that's why we do it. So it was that ends up being a real positive for us in terms of being able to teach discipline when you're tired, fourth quarter, and finishing and all those other things. Other than that, we'll have a good afternoon this afternoon, and then get back out here and get going again tomorrow morning. We'll be in shoulder pads tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's fan day, which we're excited about all our fans coming. And then we crank it up with full pads on Monday. So excited about getting going.
Coach, I saw Harold Brantley out there in the car. What does it mean to have him just kind of supporting his team?
Well, we always, like any player that's injured, to be a part of the team. So he has responsibilities to be here, and so to get treatment and everything else too. But he's been great. His leadership skills have been so good, and it's part of the frustration, him getting hurt because he had been doing so remarkably well. But the good news is he's going to be 100%, and it's great to have him out here and be a part of that.
Gary, I know you guys have a history of developing players that we probably consider under the radar into stars. Is there anything that surprises you about Charles Harris? How quickly he really, after going from pretty unknown in high school to where he is today?
Charles was a guy we recruited him off really watching him play basketball. You probably heard that. We saw this guy that was just a decent football player, but a really good athlete. He had height, he had size potential. He's very explosive. I remember slamming a basketball. So explosiveness generally dictates that a guy has speed potential. And then we found out he was a good student and he's a pretty good kid. The thing we didn't know, and you never really know, he's a remarkable competitor. He's dying to be a great football player. He's a leader. So he's got all these intangibles as a young player that you don't. Those things just happen. I mean, we had you always look to find in our evaluation system. We want to find out if there's good leadership. We want to find how they push themselves. All these kind of things that we ask, but you really never know till you get here. But the reason he is where he is now is he's got all these other qualities that you have to have if you really want to become a great player. And hopefully we can see his performance just take off. But he's doing a great job as a redshirt sophomore leading. But really, and that's a young. We don't have a senior in that whole group, and so we got some young guys. And Harold was doing most of the leadership before, a lot of it, and Charles just jumped right in and said, "I'm going to help this team," and that's what he's done.
When you have a young position group like that, do you have to be more patient or more urgent because you got to get them ready to go?
I think if your players feel in their preparation and their work ethic and their focus and concentration. If you see that they're doing those things with a sense of urgency, then you're actually very positive. What you do though is if you're getting mental errors, you're not getting some of the things that you think they should be getting, then obviously you're frustrated. But Coach Kulgowski's a really good football coach. Brian Jones at running backs and Pat Washington. If you take three groups that we're probably going to play some younger players, we've been here before, and we got a responsibility. If they got the ability to get them ready to play. This isn't just about the player. This is about us as coaches. It happens sometimes through attrition. Whatever happens, you're in the position that we're in right now, and it's some of those positions. Most of our depth's really good. So there's always going to be some, and it's our responsibility as coaches is to get our guys ready to play. And generally, you're going to do that best by being very positive.
Arion and Kenya, can they be one of the best corner tandems you guys have had here?
Yeah, I said the whole back half of our defense is probably the most athletic, all three linebackers, four secondary in its entirety since I've been here. Now that doesn't make you a great football team yet. Yeah. And I watch what I say because I have a lot of players out there that I'll get texts from if they read about that. And so I don't like to compare guys, but they're playing at a very high level, and it's really exciting to see that.
Penton being the most improved quarterback in the spring, what was it about what he did?
Well, he just makes a lot of plays, and and he had a great year last year as a young player. And KD, he brings so much to it, leadership, everything, and remarkable intensity and positiveness, and he brings a lot to it. So it's a pretty good situation.